That shit smells potent.
Yeah, some shit.
Right. Do you smoke before you work out?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't call it smoke. I huff.
You huff.
I'm huffing.
You just huff it.
I'm huffing.
You let it waft over you.
Exactly. No combustion, straight.
Right.
Huff.
Just huff. It just billows around your personage. This is the thing about me is that if I smoke that shit, I'm not lifting anything but my feet to get vertical on the couch.
I just started drinking coffee. It's only been a week.
Get the fuck out of here. Really?
It's been 1 week.
What do you mean? How'd you go so far and not drink coffee?
I don't know. I thought I never liked it, but I got a fucking iced latte with oat milk and honey, and now I'm on it. Now this is obviously not the way most professionals would drink their coffee, but damn, this tastes good.
It's good.
It's like a dark chocolate yoo-hoo.
Yeah, and it has a little kick.
There's a little. I mean, I would imagine there's some zip.
A little zip in there. I'm eating an apple. We just came out of the gym. Both of us peeled out of there.
Going hard.
This man's in there just doing medieval exercises, throwing around chunks of weight, bowling pins, and
they should literally just break rocks. And
should break
them
rocks
in the studio.
Yeah,
just big. I mean, in that spot, just big pieces of fucking rock.
It's just you make a sculpture every day.
Yeah,
just chisel,
stacking them.
Yeah, just sledgehammer boulders.
For real.
Yeah, that's real
good.
shit.
That's real mountain work.
I mean, you know, the strongest cats I knew were dudes who work construction.
I worked construction.
Right?
Laborer.
Yep.
I didn't have any skills. I can't fucking nail a hammer, a nail, whatever.
Yeah.
But I could carry a goddamn...
The wheelbarrow?
I could carry the wheelbarrow. I could carry like 40-foot pipe.
Yeah. I had a few summers of that shit. Just fucking unskilled labor. Remove
asbestos without masks.
Yeah.
You know.
I remember this one time I was a plumber's assistant, and we were at this house in Malibu, and the husband had to give up the house in the divorce. So before he left, he unplugged the main sewage pipe from the toilet.
Oof.
And for 10 years, the shit just went into the sub basement and filled it up. And someone had to reattach it. And in order to reattach it, someone had to dig through 10 years of shit.
Oh.
That person was me.
God.
I dug through a shit wall for a week, and in the middle of it, I got sick because I'm surrounded, and I'm digging this just bug. It's just, and I'm in a hazmat suit with duct tape, like whatever I could put together. And I remember being like, "This is not cool.
This is not life.
This is not life. I don't want to be a plumber's assistant."
Nah, plumbing is something else.
Right? The flux, you got to do the flux and the pipes and all that fitting shit.
I don't even know how to fucking unclog a toilet. I'll shit in it and just leave it.
Right. Just buy another toilet?
Just rip it out and buy another one.
The hash is a different high, right?
It is. It makes you, I would imagine, higher.
Yeah, it has more of an edge on it or something.
Potent.
Yeah.
Strong shit.
That shit is no joke. And you take that shit and you turn that into energy.
Yeah.
But you're in the small percentage of people that can do that.
I know. I don't recommend it for everybody, but
no.
You know, it's like I feel like my energy sometimes is so it just evens me out. You know?
Do you think that if you didn't smoke, you'd be like all over the place?
I don't know. Probably a chatty asshole.
You'd be a chatty. How long you been smoking?
Since I came out the womb, like 15.
Came out in a plume of smoke.
Yeah, I came out with a fucking Dutch master in my mouth.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, I don't do anything anymore because I went too far. I went too far over the edge, and I saw too much, and I was like, now I can't enjoy. So I mean, weed was my whole life as a kid was, you know, the weed was everything. It was part of like it was as much of the fabric for me as everything else. Music, marijuana, graffiti. It was just like all there. And then I went too far. I fucked it up. I fucked it up. I fucked it up for myself.
Hey, listen,
it's sad.
You know, like you always gotta prioritize what's more important in life. You know, if you can't handle it, you rather live than fucking not. You know what I mean? You don't want to do shit that's gonna take you somewhere where you're gonna be laying in the street or fucking not okay. You're rolling every day, like you're in there working hard, you're sweating. You know, you're doing your fucking thing. I see you in there, so
yeah.
It's good. You got to keep that up. Me
I gotta
too.
keep it
Like
up.
I'm addicted to food. I'm a fat fuck.
Yeah.
So now I have to go every day to do that to combat it.
So you haven't fucked with your diet at all?
Yeah, I fuck with my diet a lot, but
Oh.
I really can't dial it in. I need a nutritionist. Like, I need somebody to fucking tell me. Like, I know exactly what to do, but it's still a shit show, you know, because it's hard to stay on. This happens outside my studio too.
Oh yeah?
Fucking garbage man.
Yeah. We'll give him 1 second to clear. Hey, was that bad?
No.
That's good.
That's all right. He likes it. It's natural. It's organic.
It is.
I tried this thing.
Garbage men are good people.
Hell yeah, they are. I do this thing now called Noom, where I put all the shit in my app, everything I eat, and it just puts it into a category. This is red, yellow, green, and it basically is like it's a thing they've been telling you your whole life. It just tells it to you in an app, which is the answer is salad. It's as much fucking salad as you can eat.
Right?
Yeah.
Fuck that though, man.
I know.
I
but
need
that's
variation.
Yeah.
As a person that loves food, I
Yeah.
need variety.
Yeah.
Whether it needs to be healthy, it just needs to be healthy variety. I can't
Yeah.
just eat a fucking bowl of broccoli.
Yeah.
I could, but it needs to be variety. Broccoli, this, that, this.
Yeah.
Some dressings,
Yeah.
flavors.
No, there's room for that.
Lemon, this, herbs.
Yes.
But I tried it all.
Yeah.
Low carb, no meat, fucking
Paleo,
keto. Yeah, I tried
keto,
it all.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think that all of those got me to where I'm at.
Yeah.
Not just one.
Yeah.
Because you can't just do keto. It just doesn't. That's back in the day, Atkins diet. I fucking ate mad sausage and bacon.
Same.
And
cheese,
eggs,
hunks of cheese. Yeah.
Shit my fucking life away.
Yeah.
But I lost 40 pounds. But I
Yeah,
ate
yeah.
a fucking piece of bread. It was over. 40 pounds right away.
Instantly.
One piece of bread.
Instantly. The minute you
Instant.
open that motherfucking door.
I got on the fucking thing.
God damn.
I got on the scale and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And I just went through hell. You trying to lift while on keto is not a fucking move.
It's not good.
First, you shit your pants.
Yeah.
Second, you have no energy.
Yeah.
The first part is the worst.
Yeah. The first part, the thing about restricting your calories and then going to the gym and not having the energy to work out, you get into this place where it's right up against each other, and you're like, I got barely enough energy to get this shit done, and
That's when the mind takes over.
Yeah, but
I've been doing that too. You know, sometimes you don't eat. Like,
Yeah.
I was doing things where I was fasting. I don't know what it was called, whether it was intermittent. I just fucking looked on the internet and said, how long should I do it for?
Yeah.
And just did that. Worked. I feel good.
Yeah.
I feel good when I don't eat.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't eat before the gym. Sometimes I don't eat after. But I like to get fuel. Like, I like when I wake up, a piece of toast with peanut butter, a little bit of honey, you know, some sea salt and olive oil.
Okay.
You know, that's
man.
still wholesome and healthy.
Yeah.
It's getting me a good kickstart for the rest of the day. You know,
Yeah.
like, that's good fuel right there.
I mean, whatever it is, I think that you look fantastic.
Thank you,
You're
bro.
brolic as fuck.
Appreciate
like a
it.
different person.
For sure, right?
Right?
And you know me for a while, man.
Yeah.
Like, you remember when we were in Hawaii, I was
Yes.
in bad shape, too.
Yeah.
That wasn't even my worst, but I was fucked up then, too.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy too being on the other side of it, right? Being that fat. I had a phase where I got so fucking fat a couple years back where I literally look like a cartoon villain.
Yeah.
Like I had to like sew 2 suits. I was fucking gigantic, and I just was like, I basically made a choice. I was like, okay, I have to stop everything I'm doing and focus on this one thing, or else my whole life is worthless. Because if I can't get into a shape where I can move around, all this shit I'm doing is pointless, right?
I'm fucking over here performing shows.
Yeah.
I'm going all over the world. I'm mad fat on TV.
Right.
My whole career, I'm mad fat.
Right.
It's time to fucking, it's 2.0.
Right.
This is 5.0, like the fucking Mustang, actually. This is version 5.0.
Right. But you're in a space where that shit's encouraged. You're a cook. You're rap like being overweight is encouraged.
It's inspiring people. It's like being overweight it's not encouraged in life, but it's to be a unique character.
Yes.
Like when I came out, it was a fucking, you know, it was a unique character. A big fucking dude with a beard, white guy rapping from Queens. Like, yeah, it was a unique thing, but I don't give a fuck. I need to live.
Exactly.
That doesn't define me.
Exactly.
I define everything I do.
And when you pivot, all your people are going to pivot with you, and you're going to get new people that look at you in a different way.
It's true. Bro.
Instead of the fat people like, oh, another fat man. Now it's like, oh shit, I can change too. This motherfucker did it.
All the jack dudes respected. Now everyone wants to work out.
Right. But you're in there. But the thing is, here's the thing. You're in there doing you're in there throwing around a lot of weight. You're not like, it's not just like, oh, I'm getting in shape. You're in there moving shit. Like, it's fucking crazy. The shit I seen you put on those bars, like, and it could sound like we're talking like a bunch of meatheads, but it doesn't matter. We're in the gym all the time, and you just end up being in that place where you see a man putting fucking 6 plates on each side and lifting it, and you're like, it's insane. It just as a person, you're like, that is a monumental feat. And you tapped into it in a way that's it's I think there just was a strong man inside you the entire time. Like you're just a beefy person.
For sure. But you know, like I have that strength, but I'm trying to work on my agility and my fucking, you know, just being more just quicker and just more athletic, man. Like I'm already strong. I don't need to lift 500, 600 pounds. You don't need to do that shit.
Right.
You just need to repetition to get all that stuff firing, you know? You need to that's like, it's not ego, but it is it's a personal record. It's like nice little goals to hit for yourself. It gives you more motivation. So when I hit the 6th place on each side of the whatever it is, it's like, damn, all right, now I got to go run.
Now you got to go run.
Now I got to go run because there's too much weight that I've done.
Right,
like,
right.
I'm not doing that all the time. I do a lot of kettlebell stuff and a lot of mobility stuff, clubs, maces.
Yeah.
I like unorthodox shit that gets you fucking like, just straight up gorilla strong.
Different kind of strong.
Different strong. I don't bench that much. Like I could bench like 3 something maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
I haven't really tried to max bench.
Yeah.
But overall strength is really what it's about.
And that's really where it's all at now, is that everyone's into, I mean, everyone I'm around in the gym is into not the fucking vanity, but the functional strength. The inside shit. Like I'm still doughy, but I'm strong as a fucking ox because I'm doing that shit.
And you roll around, your stomach is definitely gonna get there.
Yeah.
Rolling around nonstop, sweating like you do, that's all core.
Yeah. Yeah, you're crouching down the whole time. And
yeah, bro, you're using all these things that you don't realize. You're gonna fucking, once that stuff that comes off, you're gonna be fucking shredded.
Are you gonna hop in there? You're gonna roll?
100%.
Yeah? Oh,
100%.
you're gonna be a savage.
I got my man Orlando hitting me up right now to come through the fucking Gracie Baja.
Man, get the fucking, because here's the thing about it. You get in there, the lifting weights, working out is one thing because you're in your head. When you're in there, you're not even thinking. You're just, I gotta get this motherfucker or he's gonna get me. It's just fight or flight. And 5 minutes goes by and you're drenched in sweat and you're like, you're just scratched because you don't want to lose.
Yeah.
It's it's fucking fun. It's not even.
You definitely get spent, right? Like I've rolled around for, I don't know, for a half hour and I was like, fuck, man.
It's brutal.
This is heavy duty.
Yeah, but you get 2 minutes.
Non-stop movement where you're actually fighting another man.
Yeah.
And they're fighting back when you guys are, you know, going at it the same intensity. That shit is fucking heavy. Yeah,
and they're trying to impose their will on you. And as a bigger dude too, these dudes put a little extra on it because they're like, and they're like, I want to try to get this fucking guy. So then you gotta measure up. And some people you can go full strength with and just, all right, let's go. Yep. You know, some guys you got to be careful because you'll crush them.
But it's a chess game, man. Like if you're smarter than somebody and weaker than them, you'll beat them.
Yeah.
Because it's all about the technique and catching them. It's trickery.
It's trickery. There's little dudes in there who I have 100, 120 pounds on. I cannot, by the rules of that game, I can't get past them. I cannot beat them. Yep. I can't pass their guard. I can't even crack them. They just curl up in a ball and they're like this, and I'm like, what the fuck?
What do you do? And you're spending a lot of fucking energy trying to figure it out. And they make me gas out. Exactly.
And then they wait and they wrap me up.
Little movements. I learned like just rolling a couple times. It's these little movements to set up the next big move. You know, it's like. It's like when you're playing chess, you set the pawn up just so you can strike. Yep. And you have to. I love it. Yeah. I enjoy it a lot. You can't just use. There's points to use just straight brute strength. Yeah. But it's when you trick them. Yeah. And you get them to do exactly what you wanted them to do. Yeah. That's when it's like the fucking moral victory. It's like, hell yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah.
And it takes a long time to get those chains, right? Like it's like it takes a long time to get there, you know, to get them to open that shit up. So
to learn those moves, I mean, just to fucking outsmart somebody, to know what someone's gonna do, you have to study that shit. I watch fights nonstop. I love mixed martial arts. I love watching any type of combat, fucking jiu-jitsu combat, wrestling. I love it all. And just study that shit. Feel like you know how to do the moves. Well, like if I watch wrestling, I feel like I'm a wrestler. I could do all the goddamn moves. Yeah. I could do a fucking stone cold stunner. Yeah. Easily. Yeah. I could do a suplex.
Oh yeah.
Many different ways.
Yeah. Nah, you'd be a beast out there. You'd be hard to fuck with, man. And you just fucking the base.
I'm not, the base is football. Comes from already grappling, you know. Yeah. playing defensive line, offensive line. The objective is to just.
You played football in school?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
In high school.
Oh, okay.
I played both sides. I played center.
Yeah.
And I played D tackle. So I literally played these two positions.
Right.
You know, opposing each other. So I know the tendencies of a nose guard, what the center needs to do. It's like when you're in it, you're in it.
Yeah.
I'm a student of shit.
Yeah.
Like of nuance and the small little things that make differences.
It is the details, huh?
Always.
It's a fucking detail. It's a little adjustments.
In anything in life, when in fashion, this, that, music.
Yeah.
It's those little things.
You're right. Very small.
It could be minute.
A couple grains of salt.
That's what I'm saying. It's intangible. You can't really explain it.
Oh shit! It's true. It's the little fucking details, man. That's what gets you. That's what
gets me off.
Yeah.
I love the little fucking details of things, like when I'm looking at just an example of a shoe, just little hints of things like, oh shit, like a unique feature or something that's like just blows your mind. Like, why is that there?
Yeah. Because the thing is, too, on the other side of that, you're like, oh, someone took the time to do that one thing that you noticed.
Exactly.
And it means there's someone on the other side that's thinking like you.
100%.
Yeah. I get that.
Art.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
You come from that world.
All that shit, even you know, with rapping and shit like that. It's like those
all
people, you listen to shit and all of a sudden, like sometimes years later, something will sink in. You're like, oh my God, that's what the fucking guy said?
You fucking listen to albums for years and just catch something now.
Yeah.
Like D'Angelo.
Yeah.
Like I'm just fucking listening to D'Angelo's album for 20 years and I'm just starting to hear certain things.
Hearing new shit. Making a new album?
I just finished an album right now.
You working with Alchemist?
100%.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
He's the best.
He's the
best.
He's like I feel like he is. I mean, I don't want to say it's not a disrespectful way, but I think he has quietly established himself as just like this force where it's like all roads lead to him at the end of the day, 100%. Right? When someone wants to do a certain real type of album, and everyone ends up in his fucking house doing shit, like it's
everybody,
like, right?
He's like.
He's not flashy with it.
No.
He's not like he's the
blue collar in a sense.
He's blue collar.
He
yeah.
gets because he fucking touches the actual goddamn thing. He's not telling someone to make. He's making a beat. The way he could fucking fix the MP. The way it takes years and years of practice of knowing how to. There's like certain things, like I was saying, those little details. He's just a fucking beast.
It's like
even without that, he just has. It's about listening to the music. Right now, he's in Europe digging for records.
Right.
Right now.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Digging for records. Still fucking getting loops and like.
100% digging right now. I just saw he put a picture up of where the record store is. This is what he does.
Yeah.
Whenever we got on tour in Europe, he leaves for the day and spends it digging for records in fucking Belgium or.
He's obsessed.
Wherever we are. Yeah. But listen to that's what happens when you make that type of shit. You know, he's uncovering and untapping this music that no one really knows about.
Right.
You know, it's because he's going to the end of the earth to dig for it.
Yeah.
He's not on the internet just, oh, let me look at this thing on YouTube. He's digging up records.
There's a difference there.
He's spending time. He's touching the fucking vine. There's a different thing. There's a diffence.
It's nice to see that. Like he's like from the lineage of like Premier cats like that, right? Like it's like that lineage.
Large Professor.
Yes.
Premier and Large Professor.
Large Professor.
Two, like and Diamond D.
Diamond D,
I know he loves them.
I mean, and for me to, as much as the landscape of music is changing so rapidly, it's so cool to see at the end of the day, like someone needs a house built by hand, and they want a really nice, sturdy, fucking, you know, craftsman. You know what I'm saying? Like,
call him in, right?
They don't want the fucking new condo that pops up the cube. They want the old school.
That shit,
a lot of dumbasses want cookie
man.
Cutter dumb shit. Yeah,
cookie cutter. I would never spend money on a newer place, or you have to customize it or spend something on something classy that was built to last.
Some history in it.
Yeah, built to last.
Yep. No, it's good. I love seeing the, you know, and I'm not turning my ears off. I listen to everything. I want to know what's going on.
Yep.
And it's good to see, like, you see these new waves. Shit goes a certain way, but then there's certain lines, man. They just keep going, and it ain't gonna fucking stop because it's evident. Because everyone's going back to work with him.
That's right.
And no matter what the fuck's going on in the world, they're like,
his lineage. He has he's like fucking Bill Parcells, kind of. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like in the NFL. A lot of people fell off the Parcells tree, like Belichick. And then Belichick has a bunch of disciples. Like, I feel like Alchemist is that guy. He's like...
Yeah.
and then he has it's like the trees here, and then it goes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what he's built.
Yeah.
Through his career, it's been fucking 20-something years, man.
Crazy. I remember from the Hooligans.
That's what I'm saying. Like he was 13 years old.
Yeah, I remember when him and
13 years old. I was fucking wearing Carl Kanai and fucking playing basketball in the park.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking about making a rap song.
Yeah, exactly. I remember him and was it Scott Kahn when we were back. This is like late '90s, I think. And they had this group, and they were running around back then.
Yep.
And it was the Hooligan. We're like, what the fuck are these? You know, it was like a different era, but they had a, you know, I mean, that guy's.
I know all the stories, bro. I heard them
right?
all of them.
Crazy.
They're great. They went on tour.
Yeah.
Fucking tour with Cypress Hill, 13 years old.
Yeah.
It's legendary shit.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine what that does to a young mind at 13 years old, going on tour with Cypress Hill?
Having
like
fucking groupie sex at 13
at 13,
years old.
like you're just warped.
Mind blown. Like my mind was blown in 20-something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Dude, I got 3 kids. I got 2
You got 3 kids?
Yeah, 2 babies, 2 older babies, and a brand new.
Are you? I see you're out here a lot. You ever gonna move out here?
I hope so. I'm looking for a spot. I need to be bi-coastal.
I think so.
Yeah, bi-coastal is where I'm at. I need to be here, there.
Yeah.
I can't just. I love New York City, man. That's my place.
Yeah, I love New York.
New York is where I'm at. That's where I'm born and raised.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah. Queens, right?
Queens.
Yep. My mom grew up in the Lower East Side, so I have an affinity for New York. And every time I go out there, it's a great place. Especially when she grew up there, it was a different place, of course. But like, so I've been there as a kid a lot, and then I was out there a lot. I just every time I go, I'm like, this is literally one of the, arguably, I'm sorry, like I love Los Angeles, but New York might be maybe the greatest city in the world. I'm sorry. I love LA, but I'm sorry. It's such a great city. When I go there, the fucking even just the let's just talk about the architecture. It's like it's like you walk around sometimes you feel like you're in fucking Rome for a minute, and then
history.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Everything's just I don't know. It's
Los
an amazing
Angeles
city.
is very spread apart, but it's also there's parts where everything's close and it feels like you're in the city and you could walk everywhere. But then to get to another neighborhood, you can't. You have to fucking drive 45 minutes. New York, you could literally go neighborhood to neighborhood. It just goes by the street.
It's like you're in a different country.
Yeah, I'm on fucking. I ride my bike into the city.
Yeah.
Up to Central Park, up to Harlem, back. It's 15 miles.
I went from
city. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, the whole shit, and you see so much,
and it's so much condensed and packed into one area. It's
so much, so condensed.
That's what makes it so cool. It's fucking.
And even the way it's laid out. I was telling my girlfriend the way, even the trash, the graffiti, the buildings, the boarded up shit, the way it's stacked in New York in a certain way is so beautiful. It's so like I cannot get enough of just walking around looking. It could be like. It could be an alley full of trash with a graffiti with the building and then 6 different stores. And it's just like the way it's set up, there's something about it. It's different. You don't see that anywhere else in the world. Anywhere else in the world that's like, because there's parts in New York that are fucked up, but they're still beautiful.
Yep.
LA, when shit's burnt out, it's burnt out. It just doesn't look good.
Man, there's been some fucked up places over here.
Yeah.
For real.
Like
fucking Chernobyl type shit.
Yeah.
Fucking nuts.
Yeah, you drive some to parts in LA, you're like, am I in fucking Beirut?
What the fuck happened?
Yeah, what happened? Yeah.
Heavy.
Although I was in where the fuck was I? In Brooklyn? No, not I was in a part of New York 2 weeks ago in the Bronx. I was in the Bronx.
Well, the Bronx was fucked up.
The Bronx had it was after the rain, and I went down the streets where there was just stacks of demolished cars. As far as I could see, I was like, what the fuck's going on here? Are they shooting Double Dragon 2? Like, what is happening? Like, it looked like a movie set. And they're just like, this is just the Bronx.
Yeah, nah, it's the Bronx. But when they had that crazy flood, you know, if you want to get rid of your car, you park it at the bottom of the hill.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody got insurance money. You fucking get it. It's an easy one.
Right,
you just got to use a little bit of foresight.
They're like it's my time.
Hurricane. Let me get rid of this bullshit Camry.
That's fucking funny.
Straight up.
Yeah, New York's a hell of a town. And then LA too is, within LA, it's like everything's so spread out. Like 45 minutes sometimes to go to West Hollywood, right? From here to there.
I had a fucking meeting the other day. I went from here to there. We were sitting in traffic just angry for an hour and a half because I was late, and I fucking hate being late.
Right.
I'm not late.
Yeah, you were early today. I was like, oh, this
late,
motherfucker
bro.
beat me.
Yeah, I'm never late. When I tell you I'm
That's
doing
amazing.
something, I'm doing it, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna be there
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah, that's good. You don't like to be late.
Nah.
You're not. You're not
I
on
can't
rapper
waste
time.
Nah, there's no
Yeah.
such thing for me.
Right.
I'm on kitchen time.
You're
I'm
on
a half
kitchen. Oh,
hour
that's
early.
right. That's right. You're on kitchen
I can't
time.
like to start when we get there to work. I want to be at the workout 9 o'clock, not 9:30,
Yeah.
so I can be ready for 9:30.
Right.
I can't just start lifting. I need at least a half hour of swinging for my shoulders and everything to be warm for me to fucking start doing exactly what I want to do, to be intense. You know, you can't go with cold intensity.
Did you get that from being in the kitchen?
I feel so, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe the thought of it, but for the most, I just pride myself from my mom. We're known to just fucking show up early.
See, I didn't get.
I
So
tell her to come through at 1. She's downstairs 12:10. Like, I'm here.
Damn.
All right,
Damn.
come on up.
That's what's up. I got a group of friends that give me shit, and they're like, when I tell you noon, that means 11:45.
There's certain people like that, right?
Right? And I'm like, God damn it. And I'm trying. I'm there. I'll get there right. I'll be like noon 02. Like, I'm there. I get there in time, but I want to be 15 minutes early, right? Then you can relax. But I'm stressed out. I'm getting there at the fucking 5 minutes late. It's like it's one of the things I'm trying to cure about myself. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot going on.
I don't really like. There's not much that I need when I leave the house, so I usually just fucking leave with whatever.
Oh, right.
You know, like, I'm not like getting ready.
Right. You're just out.
There's nothing to get ready. I got everything in my pocket. It's
Right.
already there from the day before.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
it's the same outfit.
You got your phone. You got your keys.
It's a cartoon, man. It's like, how many times can you change the goddamn outfit?
Yeah.
Like, just get a couple shirts, keep wearing them, cut the sleeves off of all of them,
Right.
get new ones. That's
Right.
it.
That's freedom right there. I keep thinking about that. I'm like, I should get 5 of the same shirt, 2 of the same pairs of pants, and 1 pair of sneakers. Just run it for like a year.
You don't have that? Like, that's
No, I got a clothing company. Man. I got shit coming out of my ears.
I know.
Fucking shirts everywhere.
That's even better.
But then I wear 5. I got a whole
I
closet
have
full of
I
shit.
have the fucking Born and Raised Power Tools shirt in the car.
Oh, you do?
I love that shirt.
Oh yeah,
I
we
have
don't.
2 of them.
We don't have to
I
make
love
them
it so
special
much.
for you anymore now. Remember we had to make them special?
I remember. Don't make me feel bad.
Nah,
I
man.
know.
We were
You
happy
used
to do
have
it.
to make them 4X.
Yeah.
And it was still tight.
It was still tight. Damn, the 4X was tight.
I mean, I still got some 4X hoodies. And they're like...
It's like a sleeping bag.
Yeah, it's a sleeping bag.
Yeah, get the
Go
whole family in
camping.
there.
Nah, but yeah, everything's... Actually, the 2X is too small. I
Right?
mean, too big.
Too big. It's loose.
I need an L.
Yeah, you gotta get into an L. That's when you know.
I'm trying to literally leave the house without a shirt.
Right.
At some point.
Right.
And if I need one, I'll just pick one up.
Yeah, if you want.
If
it crosses your mind. Yeah, that's the
keep
move.
one in my back pocket.
You just get a pair of fucking board shorts and just don't even change your
But
clothes.
there's no board shorts for me. I have a very... I used to wear... I'm very specific. I used to wear a polo swimming trunk with
Right.
the netting cut out.
Yeah.
Because who the fuck... You can't wear that fucking netting with
The
underwear.
net is bullshit.
The netting is crazy. So then, now I wear barbell stretchy shorts.
Oh yeah.
Bro, changed my game.
Stretchy
They
shorts.
look kind of cool
Yeah.
because they're plain.
Yeah.
There's a nice sheen to it, you know?
Barbell's a brand
Yeah. They don't
For-
sponsor me. I copped them online.
for lifting weights. Gives
For
you
life.
stretch. For life.
Yeah. I could squat in them and then I could go chill.
Right. Oh yeah.
I don't take them off. I go to the show like that. I go to the...
That's the
I'll
move.
go to Jean George in Beverly Hills like that.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do?
Because you it's like you said, you're a character. You're a living cartoon, right?
In a sense.
In a sense, it's visually because like when you're big, right? This is what I think about. When someone's big, it doesn't feel good. Like this, I'm just all these people out here like love being fat. It doesn't feel good. I'm
they're
sorry.
lying. They're
It doesn't
lying.
feel. They're lying. Yeah, I love it. No, you don't love it. It doesn't feel good. But to the rest of the
You're
world,
making yourself feel like you love it. You don't really love it.
no, nobody loves it, right?
don't love
Been there, and but to the rest of the world, you're a character on Instagram and on TV
Yeah.
and on the media, and you're a cartoon. They're looking at you as this cartoon, but you got to inhabit that frame, right? And it's just interesting too because Maddie deals with that shit, right? Maddie's fucking big, and
I
he's
told him he needs to fucking get it together, and he's been hitting me up saying he's working out.
yeah, he's been working out. He's strong. He's another one. He's strong. He's a strong motherfucker, and he just it's just calories. He's got to figure out how to taper.
He
he
just
gets,
love food, man, and he fucking likes bad food too. Like he likes fucking fatty ass shit,
yeah.
like
Crazy
bacon
shit.
and butter. Like it's tremendous.
It's
You
tremendous.
can't eat that every day.
Nah,
You
you
gotta
can't.
fucking move your ass. Because, you know, he, like me, we both became very comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Being fat because we're on TV, people will love us for that. We're talking about food. You don't trust a skinny-ass chef. It's fucking weird. It's like a pride thing, you know? Like, him being portly is like a badge of honor, like he knows food. It was like, that's how I felt.
It's like getting a tattoo from a guy with no tattoos.
Who the fuck is gonna do that?
Nobody.
It's ridiculous.
It's crazy.
It's really ridiculous.
Getting a haircut from a bald man.
I mean, some of them got skills.
Yeah.
You know? When you have an eye, you have an eye.
No, it's a trip. So, you're out here. What are you doing out here?
Fucking kicking it.
Just chilling?
Yeah.
Just working out?
Doing my thug thizzle.
Thug thizzle?
Yeah, you know, working out. Oh yeah, we're doing. Me and Uncle Paulie are doing a festival, food festival.
Oh yeah.
Family style thing.
This weekend.
Yeah, I did a little rap show last weekend, a little private party.
Oh, you had that chicken thing. No, that chicken fillet thing. Was that was on your? Did you make a big chicken fillet sandwich with the?
Yesterday?
Yeah.
I made chicken parm yesterday.
Goddamn.
I did. I only had one piece.
Really?
Yeah, I ate mad tuna. My man brought tuna over that he caught. I fucking sashimi'd it. It's such a dressing like you can't believe. Lemon,
you ate
honey.
it raw?
Yeah, I don't like fish cooked.
Oh, so
Only
nice.
raw.
So nice.
What, raw?
Yeah.
Or cooked?
No, raw.
I hate a cooked fish.
Sushi is my shit.
What the fuck? It ruins the taste of the fish, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You have, I sliced it. That shit looked like jamon, straight from Spain. It looked gorgeous.
Oh my God.
Honey, lemon, cilantro, Thai basil, chive, Thai chili, a little salt, pepper, olive oil. It was crack.
I could eat that shit all day.
For real.
I could eat sushi every fucking day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, the whole shit.
No rice. It didn't need rice.
Just sashimi style.
Yeah, we fucking took a bunch of mushrooms and just ate tuna.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was slicing it like I was dissecting that shit.
Right.
I made some of the most beautiful slices of tuna that I've ever seen.
And he brought it fresh out the ocean, huh?
Yeah, he caught it.
Wow. That's amazing. Yeah. Have you been hitting up any sushi spots out here?
Nah.
No?
I've heard there's,
Excuse me.
I like fucking, I don't like to pay a lot for fish.
Oh, you don't?
It doesn't, it's just.
You rather fillet it yourself?
I want an experience.
Oh, yeah.
You know, if it's going to be an experience. I like to carve up the tuna and then have all the tuna, like the spinal cord fluid. You scrape some of the bone meat off with a fucking abalone shell. You know?
You put the spinal cord fluid onto the meat?
No, you crack the spinal cord and there's like this jelly-like thing, like cold jelly.
Yeah.
It's like clear, and then the way I had it, it was inside of a yuzu whiskey drink.
Wow.
It was fucking crazy.
Wow.
I don't like liquor, but the shit was incredible. It was impressive. I like just yuzu with spinal cord fluid.
The fuck? I never had the spinal cord fluid.
It's real shit. Like the Japanese dude in New York carved it up, and he showed me all these like weird parts that no one really knows about that they found. Like there's this little under the middle fin. There's like this little piece that big. It's fucking straight up Wagyu.
Whoa.
It's like the fattiest, most delicious part of a tuna I've ever seen. There's only a very little piece under that. Like I don't know what this fin is called. That's not dorsal. That's the top.
The tummy fin.
The tummy fin. Yeah.
Yeah. The tummy fin. That's
up.
Where the secret meat is.
Secret meat under the tummy fin.
Wow. Who knew?
They did.
Well, how come that's not a fucking rare delicacy in all these places?
It is. You just have to know them.
You gotta get one per fish. Oh, you gotta be in.
Exactly. You're not gonna give it to you. It's just one.
Right. Only one dude a night gets that shit, huh?
You make a little wrap in the seaweed like a taco. Yo, it's fucking crazy. It's wild.
Damn. Trying to get some of that. So you grew up in Queens.
Sure did.
Uncle Paulie, old school friend of yours.
High school.
Are you a smart crew guy?
I am.
You're a graffiti writer?
Yeah.
What'd you write?
Action.
Oh, okay. Makes sense. And how long you write for?
I've 98.
That's when
I hit the street.
Yeah, okay.
Before that, I was in binders.
Binders.
All through Queens.
Right.
Binders and notebooks as Gem.
Okay.
Bump.
Sampras.
Sampras. Skunt.
Yeah. Skunt.
There were so many different tags, bro.
Yeah.
My God.
I used to write
Until
Era.
Era?
Yeah,
I
at one
landed,
point.
I landed on Action.
Action's good.
Felt good about it.
Yeah, and then you ran with that. Was that the first thing for me when I started doing graffiti? Because I was such a kind of a fuck up who didn't have any sense of himself and didn't believe in himself. So the first thing I attached myself to was graffiti, and I was like, I can do something here, and I can be a part of this crew. And I didn't know why. I just was like, I need to do this. And I remember that was the first thing I did where I actually applied myself to anything. Where I was like, okay, I'm going to paint. I'm going to bomb this shit. I'm going to paint this piece. And I'm going to think about it. And like, it was my first feeling of accomplishment. Did you get that from graffiti at all? Like,
it was exciting.
It was exciting.
It was exciting as fuck. It was a real rush of adrenaline doing it in the city. Especially, I started by doing daytime graffiti.
Oh, okay.
That was the first time I did
day bombing.
We did day bomb, yeah.
Yeah.
Like everyone walking past us, just.
That was big in New York.
Yeah, that was huge in New York. You
Yeah.
reading Espo, Art of Getting Over, you put the fucking vest on, you act like you're at work. Yeah, it's like, it's all about trickery.
I forgot about the Art of Getting Over. Yeah.
Man, it's all about the trickery.
Oh, yeah.
But I always liked graffiti just from looking at it in the street. I was never a part of it until like junior high school later on.
Yeah.
When I met everyone and everyone was actually writing graffiti and going and bombing.
Right.
You know?
And the difference too, when you see, I was drawing it and I see it on the walls, and then when I met someone that put it on the walls,
that's what I'm saying. It was totally, it blew your fucking mind. Like,
what?
you're just doing these catching tags in a book.
Yeah.
Hundreds of them.
Yeah.
Then
and then you see how it's actually applied, and you're like, oh shit.
But some of the best nights in my life has been bombing. Like an all nighter. You smoke the Victory blunt or several. Go back uptown, cop haze. Maybe do 10 or 15. There was an era where we were doing trickery. We would go and be like, yo, we do murals, boom, boom, boom.
Oh, yeah.
10 of us will blast fillings on the wall
Right.
and we'd be out. All black and white tuxedos,
Yeah.
We did that a lot.
Yeah.
We did that a lot. A lot of trickery.
A lot of trickery.
Yeah, I felt that was like, that's as good as bombing to me. We're getting over. Hell yeah.
Speaking of Espo too, I remember he came out to LA in the early thousands, and I remember he did this. He went to the anti-graffiti places, like the community, whatever the fuck it is, where and he goes, hey, I want to paint over graffiti, and he goes and gets bucket paint.
And does the huge ass.
And does these giant Espo letters with the vest on. And I was like, in my mind, I'm like, this dude's in another dimension. What is he doing?
That's where we got it from.
Right? That shit was fucking wild.
My man printed up like a slip that you could sign, like a release.
Yeah.
With a phone number. It was like, he really went to the next level.
That's the thing about graffiti, is that it's really funny.
It
is. You think about that shit, like you're pulling a heist in the funniest way, because what you're doing is just putting up some paint. Like, you're not stealing shit.
Writing your name.
Right, you're writing your name, but you're doing a whole fucking, there's costumes and fucking bullshit and fake slips and forgery.
It's a whole nother life. It's literally a fucking, it's a soap opera.
Yeah.
There's so many subgenres of life.
Yeah.
And different artistic crews and things and interests. That's just one of these like city things. Like, New York City is defined by graffiti. If you go in the streets, if you could read the streets, if you read, there's stories on the walls. Like, it sounds fucking corny, but you could see who's beefing. Like, this, if you know.
100%. Yeah, if you know how to read that. I mean, we take it for granted, but I think that there's people that don't.
I used to drive around and just look at graffiti, because that was a past. Just smoke blunts, go through different boroughs that you haven't seen, gates down that you haven't seen before. Like, oh shit, look at that. That's from fucking 91.
Yeah.
Like, that's still there.
Landmarks.
There's still some of those in the city.
Yeah.
A lot of shit got buffed, but now they're just leaving everything. You have to find spots.
I remember when I was a kid and I got my hands on Spray Can Art, that book, and started reading that book as a young toy, looking at this shit and seeing like fucking, the Lee shit and seeing all that stuff, and then going to like Mode 2, and then who's the fucking the Style Messiah guy? He did this piece with the god damn it, dude in New York. Anyways, all that shit blew my mind. Then there was a Shoe in his room. There's a whole thing of a graffiti writer in Europe named Shoe, and it showed his room. And his room, I remember looking at his room, and it was like he had the marker kits and he had everything set up in a certain way. And I was so blown away that a kid could do that. I was like, you can build your own reality. And like that was the first world that I dived into where I was like my mind exploded. I mean, I still trip the fuck out all the time. Like I'll be driving, I'll pull over and take gang graffiti, whatever. I'll just like, I'm still blown away because there's a whole world happening that most people are not privy to, and they go past it and they go, you see the shit on the wall, but you don't understand. There's like behind that tag on the wall, that's connected to about 100 people. There's a whole fucking story. There's a whole fucking, you know, whatever. We can go on and on about that shit.
You could get deep with that shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. Threads, man.
Yeah.
It's interesting what the city, you know, we're living in this shit now, and it's all happening in real time. And it's interesting what the, you know, because graffiti is something that happened, you know, I think it started in the 70s, but it's new, it's invented. Shit was it's just made from fucking scratch, right? It just turned into this thing.
Whoever wrote their name on something first, like you carve your name into a fucking thing, that's graffiti, right?
That's graffiti, yeah.
There's all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah, it's wild. So you're out here. I saw you. I saw you running in the sand at the beach, like a fucking maniac.
Yeah.
You were running and pivoting and running the other way, and I'm like, I don't know where the fuck I can't do that. That's not good.
I'm getting ready for the combine.
Right.
I'm training. I'm putting myself through every type of training that is possible so I could live.
Right.
I'm living vicariously through myself right now. For
right.
all the things I've always wanted to do.
Right.
I played football, but you know. Now I could do the drills better than I could back then.
Right.
I'm still working at it.
Yeah. It's interesting to get to a point where I feel like I'm probably in I've had different stages of being in really good shape, but this is one stage where I'm like possibly one of the best shapes I've been in because of jiu-jitsu. Different movement. Like I went through a running phase, I went through a fucking weightlifting phase, all these things. But this phase is different. I'm old as fuck, and I'm still just like figuring shit out, and I'm still like I got many more years of this shit, you know, to figure things out. Because are you gonna do a show, a new thing based on fitness? Do you ever think about that?
Yeah, but why do I also thought, why do I think in shows? Like, why do I have to do a fucking show for everything? Like,
right.
They want to film me, but I gotta fucking do this no matter what.
True.
You know, I help homies that come to my spot and work out. You know, like I don't film it.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's definitely could be a show. I always wanted to do a show where we take somebody, we fucking kidnap them and put them in a fucking potato sack.
Yeah.
On some Jenny Jones boot camp shit
back
in the day where they took the fucking 13-year-old kids that would talk bad and they were fucking.
Yeah.
And you set them straight.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Scared straight for fatsos.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But, you know, not. Yeah.
You just put
with more reality and culture.
Yeah.
Food and shit. And
right. The nice version of that. Just put them in a room with the weights in a kitchen.
Yeah, and just beat the shit out of them with soap.
Yeah. Beat them with soap. Yeah. Like, that'll get you in shape real fast.
Stop eating. Stop eating. Just fucking beat them.
We gotta get a van. We gotta get Maddie. Take him away.
You want to fucking we'll put him in a goddamn sack.
We'll put him in a sack. I think he's gonna be in town in a few days.
Yeah, I know. He told me.
Yeah.
We're gonna work out.
Yeah. Let's get him in there. He'll. I think Maddie.
Start slow. You don't want to fuck with people that are starting. You don't want to demolish them immediately.
Yeah, you don't want to scare them.
It's not just scaring you. You demotivate them. Like me, when I started a couple of years ago, my friend's a personal trainer, and he put me through an aptitude test type of thing. You know, just a baseline to see where I was at.
Yeah.
I couldn't fucking walk for 2 weeks, and I didn't do anything after that because he didn't do anything crazy.
Right.
I just was not ready.
What was the test?
Bro, push-ups, sit-ups, squats.
It's demoralizing.
It's very demoralizing.
You can't rip out like 10 push-ups, 20 push-ups.
It was bad.
Yeah.
No, we did 400 yesterday in 40 minutes.
That's fucking crazy.
Me, Big Boy, and D.
400?
Yeah. I told you, I came to the gym a little late yesterday.
Yeah. You had already worked out.
Popped out. Yeah, we did all that crazy running. And then we popped out 400. And that wasn't enough. Motherfuckers still wanted to keep going.
400 push-ups, wild. And I can only imagine doing that if you're around a bunch of people that are intense and motivating you, I could maybe do that. On my own, I don't know if I could do it.
I've learned to work out on my own.
Yeah.
And I love that shit.
Yeah.
I push myself hard as I can.
Yeah.
Because there's not always going to be someone there. Like in New York, there's not many gyms. I have to drive mad far to go to the gym.
Yeah.
And I have to keep myself motivated. I can't.
Oh yeah. Well, when the pandemic happened,
and I'm on the bike every day, bro.
Yeah.
Another dog?
Oh, the scar.
They did surgery?
Yeah, the actual scar is a puncture right here.
Oh, motherfucker.
And they had to open her up to get all the fat and fur out of her. And she got bit. I'm not gonna lie, she got bit, and I went just completely like, you know, when a
You went nuts.
well, no, I did the opposite.
You froze.
No. I went complete like, when I get in a crisis, I go like, I just go, all the emotion goes away, and I just like, I start executing. I grabbed the dog, and I don't know exactly what I did, but the dog let go, because I think the dog knew that if it didn't let go,
You were gonna kill it.
I was gonna kill the dog. I would have killed the dog with my bare hands, like no doubt. It was a big dog. And I was like, you know, it's like fight or flight.
Of course.
And I grabbed Omar, and I was like, okay. I looked at her. She had a hole in her neck. Everything else was fine, and it wasn't bleeding. I'm looking. I'm like, oh, maybe we're okay. Maybe it's like maybe I can clean it out or whatever. And I'm just getting her, and I'm like looking at the wound, and I'm looking at Omar. I'm like, I gotta get her to a vet. I called 3 places, nobody will take her. I'm like, my dog got bit in the neck. They're like, oh, we don't have time. So I go to the place. I go to a place in Burbank, and I get set up. They make you pay up front. Put the money down. Here's the money. Take the dog. And I thought they're gonna stitch her up and put her back in my car, because you gotta wait in your car. So I give the dog to them. I'm in the car, and I'm still like no emotion. I'm like, damn. In my mind, I'm like, I'm cool. I'm so fucking cool. I just watched a tragedy happen. I'm just like ice cold, you know? They hit me back. They're like, she's not bleeding because all the blood, it's a deep puncture. Like one fang just went deep in her neck, and all the blood collected underneath the skin. And they're like, we got 2 options. We can staple her and send her home, and that's iffy. Or we can operate right now, get all the blood out, and there might be shit in there. And I go, what would you do? They go, we would operate. Okay, then operate. So they take the dog in to operate, and they're like, okay, well, we have to put her under. All right. And then I said, tell me what you got to do. Let's do it. And I get in my car, and then I fucking lost it. Then I just was like sitting there, because like this is my little guy. Like Omar's a girl actually, but this is my, you know, she's never bit anything. She never even bit she barely eats her food. She eats her food. She has never bit anybody. And I lost it. I fucking just was like a mess, you know? And then I was just upset. But then long story short, she's a trooper. She got through. She got to wear this neck brace, and she just got this nasty, we'll zoom in on it. Can you see this?
You gotta make sure you keep that nice and clean.
Yeah, I'm gonna wash it today. It's a little dry blood on here.
Antiseptic.
Yeah. Anyways.
Poor baby.
She had quite a night, so.
Motherfucker.
She's tough though, man. She's doing good. You got dogs? You got any dogs?
Yeah, I got 2. I had 2. I have 1 now.
What do you got? What kind of dog?
English setter.
Oh, okay.
It's a beauty.
English setter. Is that
like
is that
a hound dog?
Oh, it's a hound dog. Does it have hair?
Yeah.
It's like it has longish hair.
It's like I'm not like an expert in dogs. We rescued her from Turkey.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You brought her back from when you were out there shooting or something?
Well, no, we had somebody send her over. They came over and brought her.
No shit.
And like 4 of her babies.
Oh, look at this English setter. That's a cool looking dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a beauty.
That's nice.
It's like precious. I love that
fucking dogs, man. I didn't know. I didn't
grow up with any animals like that.
I didn't
have shit.
I didn't know. I'd be. I mean, of course, I love my dog, but then something happens, and you're like, "Oh shit!" It's a real, because it's different from a person, because they don't have any. They're not babies. They don't have any emotion. They just want to eat and hang out, and they're not. They got no egos, and so when something happens to them, you're like, they just
genuinely love you.
Yeah, they just love you, man. Well, this has been a good show.
Yeah, man.
You gotta scram in a minute, right?
I gotta go now.
You gotta go.
I got a fucking meeting with these bullshit ass motherfuckers.
Some jive turkey meetings right now.
Jive turkeys.
Some jive turkeys. Yep. You gotta do the fucking shuffle right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not. I just fucking act me.
Yeah.
I just do me.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to just deal with it.
Yeah. That's good. That's a good place to be.
Too old for this shit.
That's what I feel you.
I used to not understand that term, but now I get it.
Yeah.
Too old for this shit.
Too old for this shit. Murtaugh.
Yeah.
I'm getting too old for this shit. Yeah.
Danny Glover.
Yeah. Yeah.
Icon.
Absolutely. Fucking icon.
I love that Grace Jones poster. Shit's fire.
It's good, right? Yeah, me too, man. My boy Alon found it at a yard sale one day and was like, he's like, I'm getting rid of this. You want this? I'm like, fuck yeah, I want this.
That is fucking really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of my prized possessions right there. Thing's fucking fire.
I need to get my shit together. Those cheekbones are mean.
Right? Cut you. Savage, that one.
You gonna be at the gym tomorrow or what?
I'm going to be at the gym tomorrow. I'll
See
be
you
there.
then.
You be there? My man.
Same time.
Thank you so much for coming through.
Same place.
Always a pleasure, bro. Great show. What a guest. Like and subscribe. Go on the website, powerfultruthangelsmerch.com. Open it up. There's nothing there. Nothing to buy. I'm not selling you anything. Maybe at some point we'll make something. I really don't know. But just like, how about this? Don't buy the merch. Just get your friends. Get them together. Get about 20, 30, 40, 50,000 of them. 100,000. Get a couple hundred. Get 200,000-300,000 of your closest friends. Have them subscribe to the show. And then I'll make some merch. Okay. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon. Powerful Truth Angels. Till next week. Like it. Subscribe it.